All right, so if you made it to this video, you're probably thinking about joining one of the Learning Connections Google Classrooms. Congrats on making it this far. This video is going to teach you how to sign up for a Google Classroom at the Learning Connection. And one of the things that you're going to need to know how to do or have in order to do that is you're going to need a Gmail email account. So in one part of this video, I'm going to show you how to make a Gmail account. So if you already have one, you can skip over that section. And then in the second part of the video, I'll show you how to join the Google Classroom from your Gmail account. So I'm going to share my screen, and then we can get started. Let's see. All right, so first things first, if you need a new account, so you're going to go to your browser, your web browser. Maybe that's Google Chrome, or that's Safari or Internet Explorer, and you're going to go to your browser and go to gmail.com. Gmail.com will take you to this screen, and you can see that none of these, let's say, are you. So this is the point where you might have to create another account. So you can see the option down here that says use another account. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I want to find the option that says create an account. I don't see that here, so I'm going to click more options and create account if I don't have one already. Okay. If you already have one, you would have just signed right in. Okay. But you can skip this part if you already have one. So you're just going to fill out all this information. So let's say my name is Jill Jones. And for my username, it has to be unique, so that means nobody else in the world can have it. You can use letters, numbers, and periods. So I'm going to do a professional sounding email, like jill.jones@gmail. Let's see if that's already used. Oh, that's already used. So maybe I have to add numbers like my birth year. So let's say I was 1964. Oh, that's already used. What about a dot? Oh, that's already used. So see how that works? So let's imagine that I have to come up with something a little bit better. So Jill, maybe I'll put my middle initial, Jill.R.Jones, 1964. Nobody has that, so I use my middle initial. And I use some dots to change it up. So just come up with your own username and try to make it professional, because this is for your use at the Learning Connection, and you can use it later on if you're applying for jobs or something like that. Then I have to create a password. It has to have at least 8 letters and numbers or punctuation signs, anything. Don't use anything that you've used before maybe. Try to make it unique. And what I'm going to ask you to do is write this down and share it with me or your instructor so that we can help you access your account if you forget your password. So we're going to ask you for your username and your password. So once you get it in here, make sure you write it down, and you could share it with us, and we'll keep it safe and secure. And so let's say my password was going to be I'm going to call capital L, let me in, and then my birth year, 1964. And they said that's a strong password. So I have to write the same thing when I do confirm, capital L, let me in, 1964. Okay. Then I'm going to select my birthday. I'm just going to say, let's say it was April 20th, 1964. Let's say I'm a female, Jill Jones. I can put in my phone number, and they're going to ask you to do that so that if you forget your password, they can let you know. Or if somebody signed into your account that wasn't supposed to, they can let you know. And I'm going to type in the phone number, 907-586-7226. And your current email address. If you already have an email address, you can put an email address like your Yahoo account here, or if you have a GCI account, you could put it here, and then they could send your forgotten password to that email. So now I'm just going to go to next step. It's going to talk to me all about the privacy, blah, 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 blah. I agree, okay? And then you're almost done. We just need to verify your account before you could start using it. So at this point, you're going to say whether or not you want them to send a text or actually give you a voice call. I usually do text, right? And then when you hit continue, they are going to send a text to that number, okay? And then once it pops up, usually it's right away on your phone, on your cell phone. Hopefully you have it on you. then you can type in your verification code. So I didn't use a real number, so let's say it was 623589 that they text me, and I did continue, and now I have a Gmail account, okay? So now you're all set and you have your Gmail account. So those of you that skipped creating an email because you already had one, now you're joining us again, and we're ready to go into the Google Classroom. So where do I go? So there's a few options. So let's say I was at the home Gmail page, right? And let's say I was already signed in. I'm going to sign into my own account. Okay, I'm already signed in, so here I am. And it goes to my email, okay? So what I can do is click up here, and I can go to Google Classroom from here. I don't see Google Classroom anywhere here, but I'm going to click More. And then I see Google Classroom. And I click on it. And you can see the web address is classroom.google.com, right? And so it's easy for you to join a classroom. I'm going to unenroll. Give me 1 second. That was just so I can join again. So here's what the screen will look like. So when you don't have a classroom yet, okay? So here's how you join a class up here, create or join your first class. And so to join a class, you go up top and you hit the plus button. Then you say, join class. And then from there, you enter in your class code that your teacher gave you. So if you are taking Jeff's algebra class at the Learning Connection, your code is TPV9JX. Okay, that's for Jeff's algebra class. Perhaps you're taking a different class or a different math class or a reading class or writing. You'll have a different code that you got from your teacher. This is where you type it in, and then you say join. And now, look, it's populated one class. So I am now in the Ready Math Algebra class, and here's my teacher, Jeff. Okay, so I have joined the class, and I'm all in and good to go, okay? So now you've joined a Google Classroom, and this is what it looks like. This will help you navigate, so you can go ahead and learn from this. I'm going to close it for now. This is what your class will look like, but you're in, and you can see what your teacher is posting on this page. You can see who your classmates are. You can learn about the class in this section. We'll talk more about that later, but now you have signed up for Google Classroom and you're ready to get started. Thanks for watching the video, and we're looking forward to having you in class. Take care.